John Dawes and Colin Meads have just led their respective teams onto Carisbrook for the 16th test match to be played on this ground. And the teams are to line out as follows. The British Isles, the fullback is Williams, the 2 3/4 Gerald Davis and Bevan, the centre are Dawes and Gibson, the 5'8" John, at half, scrum half is Edwards, the front row props McLaughlin and Lynch, the hooker Pullen, the locks Thomas and McBride, on the flanks are Dixon and Taylor, and in the back of the scrum Mervyn Davis. The New Zealand team, the fullback McCormick, the 2 3/4 Hunter and Carrington, the centre Williams, the 5'8" Cottrell at second, the Burgess at first, and the halfback going. The front row props Muller and Guy, the hooker Norton, the locks Whiting and Meads. On the sides of the scrum, McNaughton and Kirkpatrick. In the back of the scrum is Sutherland, and there's Price, Mr. Pring, the referee this afternoon, and playing from the left, the British Isles, playing into the sun. A southerly breeze blowing across towards us on the terrace. Something of an anticlimax to the start of this test match. Tremendous tension, a record crowd. And there's Taylor, the dummy kick-off. Carrington. And that's Williams, the centre 3/4, playing his first test match for New Zealand at centre. He's played 4 on the wing. Putting the ball out midway, 25 and halfway. And we've got Gerald Davis on this right wing. Gerald Davis, the thrower. Mr. Pring making absolutely certain he's got the gap down the line. Mervyn Davis missed that, and they're All Blacks driving through, and this is Meads. Meads almost at halfway. Mervyn Davis mistapping that ball, number 8 for the British Isles. Meads playing his 52nd test. Bursting through, is going. The open side, it's Burgess on his 10-yard mark. That's Bevan, 10 yards outside his 25. Hunter gets him. It's loose on the Lions' 10-yard mark. Burgess on the 10-yard mark. Williams, Cottrell, and here's Carrington. Pushing off Davis. 10 yards outside the Lions, 25. A little bit slow to the rucks. 5 minutes we've seen, and all 5 minutes have been spent inside the Lions half, and this is Bevan again, the top try scorer of the Lions tour. Untidy ball, and the All Blacks driving through. Great play here. Sutherland there, and Kirkpatrick back to going on the 25. This is Cottrell. Cottrell 15 yards from the posts. Can the All Blacks get it? Going on the right to Burgess. Burgess to Hunter, 10 yards to go. Knock on, 10 yards only from the Lions line. 8 yards from their line. Here's John. He hasn't found touch though, and this is Hunter. On the Lions' 10-yard marker to Williams. A dummy to Carrington, back in field. On the 25, here's McCormick now. McCormick to Burgess. Down on the 25 line, McCormick again to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick 10 yards from the line. Dawes can't hold it. And Price now diving on it. Under pressure the Lions, and they're 8 or 10 yards from the posts. Loose head to the Lions. All Blacks a little over eager, pushing over the mark. Edwards. Williams now. Oh, not one of his best kicks, and here's Burgess waiting for it. But taken there by McNaughton, up to the goal line, and Edwards calls for a mark, and it's offside. New Zealand forwards. Muller ruled offside there, I think. Still in Lions ground. And this time it's Hunter. Playing before his home crowd. Kirkpatrick tapping it the wrong way to Edwards. Now to Price. Goes to Dawes, to Gibson. Gibson to Gerald Davis. Beautifully tackled. Gibson over McCormick's head, and Gibson going for the line. Burgess might beat him to it. He has to carry it back. He's carried it back. sensational burst as Gibson kicked the ball over McCormick's head. Burgess had no option but to carry it back. It's the British Isles' turn now. 3 yards from the All Blacks line, or 5 yards it is. Here's Edwards on the blind, back into Williams, a yard from the All Blacks line. Sutherland trying to pull them apart. And here's John, leading point scorer, may well be the leading point scorer in history. He's the highest scorer on any British Isles tour, kicking with uncanny accuracy, and he's taking this penalty shot from the 25 and about 6 yards from the touch. There it goes. Missed this one. Williams will touch down. John likes this side of the ground better with this moving in, kicking from the instep. It's easier for them to kick from this side, and this is 12 yards inside halfway, 10 yards from the grandstand touch. Oh, not in form today, but Muller's dropped it. There's Meads. Oh, magnificent kick by the New Zealand captain. And here's going now, 8 yards inside Lions ground. On the blind to Burgess and making ground, nearly up to the 25. Dawes high, can't hold it, and Guy is going, leading it through. It's Burgess now, but beautifully intercepted by the Lions defence. That's Meads again in there. Hunter playing before his home crowd. His first test cap, although he toured New Zealand, of course. There's John, Dawes, Gibson now. McCormick will be there. Gibson again, a repetition of that first move. Second time that Gibson has driven play down to deep inside New Zealand's 25. 15 yards from the All Black goal line. Gerald Davis stands alongside his opposite winger Carrington. There's Willie John McBride wearing the sweatband. Behind him Delmy Thomas. Thomas to Hopkins. Hopkins to John on the 25 to Dawes. Dawes to Bevan. Now he's gone through Hunter. He's pushed. No, Cottrell gets him beautifully. 5 yards inside the 25. It's back now to Sutherland, and Sutherland kicks charge down on the bench right on the line. It'll be little McLaughlin, I think. It's little McLaughlin from Scotland. Kick charged down, and little McLaughlin from Scotland, the second lightest player in these forward packs. 15 yards to the left of the posts. Here's John. Oh, having a bad day at Carisbrook. Missed 3 kicks. 30 yards from New Zealand's line, and the British Isles undoubtedly having the best of it at the moment. Gerald Davis now, Cambridge University. Mervyn Davies to Hopkins. John, Gibson on the 25-yard mark, beautifully picked up, and with Norton across covering there, but look at the Lions pack. Look at the Lions pack, almost a stone a man lighter than New Zealand. 10 yards now from the New Zealand posts. 15 yards from them. Hard forward play. Going 15 yards from his posts, and it's raw, as everybody thought it was a tight head to the Lions. Third attempt. It is a tight head this time to John. John on his own. The Dawes. It's loose 10 yards from the New Zealand goal line. Going on the blind. Good save by the New Zealand halfback. 5 yards inside the British Isles hut. Hopkins now into the scrum. A tight head to New Zealand. It's going to the 10-yard mark. Hunter alongside him is still going. Caught from behind. It's Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick, 10 yards from the line. The new All Black Wars led by McNaughton driving through. Line break by going. That's where he's dangerous. And New Zealand's second tight head to Norton. New Zealand Maoris and Canterbury hooker. Great start to this match, his first test. Here's Hopkins. Right back to John. And he's got it. Got it out. Once again, McCormick couldn't stop it going out. 3 Williams, of course, playing today. John Williams, fullback for British Isles. Mervyn, and 2, and Brian for New Zealand. Going at halfway. Burgess. Into the gap. Butterall. Williams alongside him. Is into Burgess. Over the 25. 5 yards inside the Lions' 25. Trying desperately to get that ball out is Sutherland. It's going now. Taken by Thomas. Going is under it again though. 10 yards from the line. Meads to Burgess to Williams. Williams to Carrington on the touchline. This one only 2 yards inside the 25 and immediately in front of the posts. McCormick. Difficult situation for a man to be in. He's missed it. Things not going McCormick's way today. Norton number 6 for New Zealand, Kirkpatrick number 7, Whiting number 4. Whiting's up for that one, tapping it back beautifully to going. To Burgess on his 10-yard mark. Here's Bevan, 10 yards outside his 25. He's at the 10-yard mark now. Well looked after, and here's going again on the plane to Hunter. Hunter on the 25. Hunter's going to score. The touch judge's flag is up. The flag is up. 10 yards from the British Isles line. See where Hunter must have put his foot out as he had that burst for the line. And this is Bevan. Whiting again. Doing good work in the line out, but not clearly, and here come the Lions forwards. Red tied up to the 25-yard line, going now neatly back to Burgess. Almost kicking the ball, almost behind him, midway 25 and halfway. Dixon now has it for the Lions. 5 yards outside the Lions' 25. Hard mauling, and New Zealand pushing the Lions now. Now they're pushing in the opposite direction, towards their own goal line. Bevan. Meads now on the willy away to Burgess. Just inside the 25. Going to Meads. Meads into Mervyn Davis has it. He's running back for safety. Meads now again. 10 yards outside the Lions' 25, going on the open side. Dawes has him, not properly though, and they're over the 25 now. Lying in the ruck. The British Isles captain penalised on the ground there, on the New Zealand side of the ruck. And McCormick has another chance from close to the posts. On the 25 line, and probably 10 yards to the right of them as he looks at it. With half-time approaching, here's McCormick. This time, 10 McCormick will be. Here's Bevan. That's Kirkpatrick to going. Round the end of the line out at halfway. Williams in the sun. Beautifully taken. Dawes now has it. Midway 25 and halfway. Well caught by Kirkpatrick. And in there's Sutherland helping him in the number 8 jersey. Number 3 is Guy. 7 Kirkpatrick. And Muller to Kirkpatrick, and Kirkpatrick's away. Up to the 25. It's to Muller. Now it's McNaughton. Now to Cottrell. Cottrell to Williams, straightening it up over the 25. Out now to Hunter, and Hunter's weaving and threading into Cottrell, but he's overrun it in touch. Williams straightening up beautifully. And that's half-time. So it's level 3-all. A try by McLaughlin for the British Isles after 16 minutes, and then McCormick just before half-time levelling with a penalty goal. At half-time, the British Isles 3 lead New Zealand, and New Zealand are 3-all. And New Zealand into the sun as McCormick starts the second spell. 3-all it is. McBride. Hopkins to John inside his 25. So much time John appears to have. There's Burgess. And Williams at halfway. Safe as can be. And Williams. Poor defence by the All Blacks. Caught by Carrington. It's to Davis, Mervyn Davis. Dixon trying to get it back for the Lions. 10 yards outside the 25. Now it's Hopkins to John. To Gibson. To Dawes. To John. A bad pass. There's Cottrell over the top of it. And Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick has it. 5 yards inside. There's Sutherland trying to get it back. And Norton underneath it all. He is going midway 25 and halfway in his own ground. Now to McCormick at 10-yard mark. McCormick to halfway. To Williams. Thomas trying to get it. A bit untidy there. Bevan in number 11. Leeds now going to Burgess to Cottrell across the 10-yard mark from Williams. Now to Carrington having his first run. Williams trying to set it going again. There's Cottrell, and Cottrell straight through up to the 10-yard mark, caught by Dawes, into the arms of John Williams. Caught by McNaughton. Guy's in there too, over the 25. Now it's to Burgess, looks at the posts. Nowhere to go. Leeds has it. To Kirkpatrick. Now it's to Cottrell. Into the side, the 25. And here's John again running across his posts. Up to the 25. Hunter has it now at halfway. But John just holds him long enough. Spoke a little bit too soon. Just a brief clear up, and let's hope it's only going to be brief, and that's the one and only incident we'll see. A little bit of trouble in the front row and on the side. Obviously going to give a very firm grip on this. Midway 25 and halfway they are now. Out in front of the posts. Going to Burgess now. To McCormick, to Hunter. And here goes Bevan. Bevan's away. Going. Knocked the ball on. He knocked the ball on. They're 15 yards from New Zealand's line. This is Meads again. Williams on the New Zealand 10-yard mark. To Bevan. Look at Bevan's feet, footwork. Gibson. Gibson and Gerald Davis outside his 25, and he and Brian Williams after it, and Hunter across there. Hopkins. John. Dawes, Gibson, Williams as the extra man, and Gerald Davis now on the 25, over the 25, kicking over McCormick's head. Who'll win the race? Davis dives. We'll wait for it. It's a dropout. Must have been over the touch and goal. Dropout. Tremendous run by Gerald Davis, but must have just gone into touch and goal. Referee looked at the touch judge and Burgess to drop out. Still 3-all. Chance for the British Isles to go ahead. John looks as though he's going to kick in spite of his injury. The breeze blowing across the field. It's a southerly, blowing, so it's blowing across him. It's almost in front. Wait for it. It's there. Approximately almost a quarter of an hour in the second half, and the British Isles are in front again. 6 points to 3. Here's McCormick. That's Lynch. Whiting. And Guy leading them through with McNaughton. And going again. Brought down by McBride. And there's Williams under pressure from Kirkpatrick. And from Guy. And not out. Here's Cottrell. Williams again, John Williams. 6 points to 3, the British Isles lead. That was the score in 1930. They haven't won a test at Carisbrook since. Hopkins, John at 10 and the 10-yard mark. McCormick with the sun in the eyes and Gibson to buy him. Here's Bevan into the centre. Carrington chasing forward, and Sutherland, an awkward bounce, but Sutherland wrapped it up. Back row forward from Marlborough touches down. This is Carrington. Hard for Sutherland at number 2. Going. Burgess. Coming down at halfway. Whiting with first to the ball there. Right in the centre of the ground they are now. Here's going again. Taylor gets him 5 yards inside the Lions half. Going again. Burgess at halfway. To Cottrell. Taken by Davis and cover defence. 5 yards inside the half. McLaughlin now coming away. But hasn't got the ball. Within Flint. Now it's picked up by Burgess. On the blind to Williams to Hunter. Caught by Gibson. Williams again, and Davis slings him out. 6 points to 3, the British Isles lead. And almost half the first spell gone, the second spell gone. That's Lynch from Ireland, facing Carmichael. Whiting trying to tap it, and there's Meads now. Tackled by Taylor. Cottrell at the 10-yard mark. Gibson tapping it into the hands of Williams, Brian Williams. A bit untidy. 6 points to 3, the British Isles lead. Half the second spell has gone. Here's Burgess again, taking all the kick-off today. Short one now for McNaughton. And here's Muller, 17 stone step to Guy. Guy to halfway to Sutherland. Sutherland still with it. Into Guy. Guy down on the 25-yard line. Great passing by the New Zealand forwards. Going to Burgess. To Cottrell. To Williams. To Carrington on the 25. And Gerald Davis has him in touch. 10 yards outside the line, 25. 6 points to 6-3 they lead. He's going. They're going to go right, I think. They're going to go right. Look at this. Sutherland holding it now, going right to Cottrell. Inside the 25, Williams waits for it. Beautifully taken. McCormick's in there. Look at McCormick with his opposing fullback. They're 10 yards from the Lions line. Willie, John McBride and Meads, these two tremendous men. Friendly pat as they play. Tremendous tension here. McCormick right up there on Williams. They're 12 yards from the British Isles line. About a quarter of an hour left now. Can the British Isles hold this 3-point lead? Or can New Zealand score? They're on attack at the moment. Still held by Sutherland. Still held. They've caught the Lions offside. They've caught them offside. 12 yards from the posts. And you'll get a good view of this from McCormick. What pressure's on this man. No doubt the right temperament for it, as the test match may hinge on this single kick. A loss or a draw. It's 2 yards inside the 25. It's about 15 yards to the right of the posts as McCormick looks at it. Cameramen all round the ground ready to record it. And the Lions still live. Williams touches down. It's 6 points to 3 to the British Isles. It'll be less than a quarter of an hour, I think, to go. Here's the drop. Whiting now. Bit of misunderstanding with Sutherland, but going, saving the day. Going, still going. Still on his feet. To Kirkpatrick. Into Norton. Looking for Guy alongside him. Caught by Dawes. Going. To Cottrell. To Burgess. Inside the 25. To Cottrell. Threading his way through. Can't get it clear to Sutherland. Left 2 yards from the line. It's Gibson now caught by Whiting. And Muller's in there and Norton too. And Hunter back for a scrum 7 yards from the line. What tremendous rugby. 7 or 8 yards from the Lions line. Hopkins now. To Williams on the line. Hasn't found touch. McCormick's at halfway. There's Gibson. McCormick's got him. 10 yards outside the Lions, 25. And here's Cottrell on the blind. He's got it to Kirkpatrick. Whiting has it. On the 25-yard line, going again to Burgess, to Cottrell. Caught by McLaughlin. No, he's got it to Burgess. On the 25, still to Sutherland. Sutherland 10 yards from the line. Trying to get it to McNaught, but it's loose. 10 yards from the Lions line. Now here's Kirkpatrick again. Will Kirkpatrick get there? Anything can happen. It's Muller now. Sutherland, everybody grabbing for it. 2 yards from the Lions line. Look at the steam rising. Penalty to the Lions. Penalty to the Lions. 2 yards from their line. Little McLaughlin in number 1. Muller, number 1, marking him. They back down. Lightest and the heaviest on the respective sides. Cottrell on the open to McCormick. To Williams. I know he's still going, Williams. He's 15 yards from the line. And it's Hunter throwing forward, and this scrum will be about 6 or 7 yards from the line. British Isles 6, New Zealand 3. Time running out for the All Blacks. There's Lynch, number 2, McBride 3. Mervyn Davis to Hopkins, caught by Sutherland, and Norton helping him. McCormick now midway 25 and halfway in his own territory. Pullen's after him. In front of Burgess now, but safely recovered to Williams. Williams still going, caught by Mervyn Davis. Back to Burgess on the 10-yard mark to Carrington. Carrington away down the centre, looking for Kirkpatrick. He's got Hunter on the other wing somehow or other. Still going Hunter up to the 10-yard mark. Now it's Cottrell, swung out to Burgess. Burgess to Williams. Williams to McCormick. McCormick to Burgess. Over Carrington's head. The Lions tails up, leading by 6 points to 3. Here's Bevan. Going Burgess. Here's Bevan on the 10-yard mark. Nice kicking. New Zealand retaliating with some good tactical kicking. And that foray into New Zealand territory didn't last long. Wouldn't be more than 5 minutes to go in the game as Hunter throws in. Mervyn Davis to Hopkins. John standing very deep indeed to beat McNaughton before he gets his kick safely. And the referee is penalising New Zealand, I think. He's running right back to where the ball landed. Yes, he's penalised New Zealand there for a late tackle of John. Presumably, it must have been McNaughton held him. I don't know if it was an actual tackle, but he must have just held him after he kicked. And the penalty awarded where the ball alights, and John will try in the closing stages to put the issue beyond doubt. He's about 41 or 42 yards out from the goal line. He's 15 yards from the touchline. And there it goes. It's over! Harry John, the record scorer of this tour, and a sporting crowd rise to the British Isles as they put the issue beyond doubt. British Isles 9, New Zealand 3, as time runs out for the All Blacks. British Isles are going to win the first test at Carisbrook since 1930 as McCormick kicks off. There's something sensational happening. It's Delby Thomas. Leeds wrapping him up there. Number 5. Midway 25 and halfway they are. Ground enveloped in shadow now, you. Going. Burgess, Cottrell, dummy scissors, McCormick, and Carrington now. Gerald Davis and Gibson both take it. Dawes. And Mr. Hopkins, who's scrambling it out. 3 yards inside Lions territory, and we're moving into injury time now. 9 points to 3. The Lions have covered and tackled so well they've kept New Zealand out. Not a single try scored by New Zealand. Going. Burgess. Dawes fights for it and gets it. Davis, I should say. Gerald Davis. Norton on the mark. Crowd think he might be taking too much time. And Norton charges. And Gerald Davis stayed inside his 25 and was able to put it out on the full. Fighting number 4. 9 points to 3. The British Isles lead, and we're playing in injury time now. Taylor and McNaughton at the end of the line. Out McNaughton to Burgess. And here's Burgess. Here's the lob for Hunter. Beautifully taken, but dropped it again, and Dawes will clear. 12 yards inside Lions territory, but they're brought back for an infringement. Midway 25 and halfway. New Zealand's had most of the territorial advantage in the second half. But the Lions' defence and covering has been so good that New Zealand so far have only been rewarded with a penalty goal. Hopkins straight to John inside his 25. And it's no side. And the British Isles have won the first test match by 9 points to New Zealand's 3. British Isles 9, New Zealand 3 in the first half. McLaughlin a try and McCormick a penalty goal. It was 3-3 at half time. And in the second half, John a penalty goal. British Isles 6, New Zealand 3, and John a second penalty. The British Isles 9, New Zealand 3. Amidst great scenes of jubilation, the teams leave the Carisbrook. First test ending in a British Isles victory by 9 points to 3. To Burgess. Burgess to Hunter, 10 yards to go. A knock on. 10 yards only from the Lions line. 8 yards from their line. Here's John. He hasn't found touch though, and this is Hunter. On the Lions 10-yard marker to Williams. A dummy to Carrington, back in field. On the 25, here's McCormick now. McCormick to Burgess. Down on the 25 line. McCormick again to Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick 10 yards from the line. Dawes can't hold it. And Price now diving on it. John Dawes and Colin Meads have just led their respective teams onto Carisbrook for the 16th test match to be played on this ground. And the teams are to line out as follows. The British Isles, the fullback is Williams, the 2 3/4 Gerald Davis and Bevan, the centre are Dawes and Gibson, the 5'8" John, at half, scrum half is Edwards, the front row props McLaughlin and Lynch, the hooker Pullen, the locks Thomas and McBride, on the flanks are Dixon and Taylor, and in the back of the scrum Mervyn Davis. The New Zealand team, the fullback McCormick, the 2 3/4 Hunter and Carrington, the centre Williams, the 5'8" Cottrell at second, Burgess at first, and the halfback going. The front row props Muller and Guy, the hooker Norton, the locks Whiting and Meads. On the sides of the scrum, McNaughton and Kirkpatrick. In the back of the scrum is Sutherland, and there's Price, Mr. Pring, the referee this afternoon, and playing from the left, the British Isles, playing into the sun. A southerly breeze blowing across towards us on the terrace. Something of an anticlimax to the start of this test match. Tremendous tension, a record crowd. And there's Taylor, the dummy kickoff. Carrington. And that's Williams, the centre 3/4, playing his first test match for New Zealand at centre. He's played 4 on the wing. Putting the ball out midway, 25 and halfway. Loose on the Lions 10-yard mark. Burgess on the 10-yard mark. Williams, Cottrell, and here's Carrington pushing off Davis. 10 yards outside the Lions, 25. A little bit slow to the rucks. It's 5 minutes we've seen, and all 5 minutes have been spent inside the Lions half, and this is Bevan again, the top try scorer of the Lions tour. Untidy ball, and the All Blacks driving through. Great play here. Sutherland there, and Kirkpatrick back to going on the 25. This is Cottrell. Cottrell 15 yards from the posts. Can the All Blacks get it? Going on the right. And we've got Gerald Davis on this right wing. Gerald Davis, the thrower. Mr. Pring making absolutely certain he's got the gap down the line. Mervyn Davis missed that, and the All Blacks driving through, and this is Meads. Meads almost at halfway. Mervyn Davis mistapping that ball, number 8 for the British Isles. Meads playing his 52nd test. Bursting through. He's going. On the open side, it's Burgess on his 10-yard mark. That's Bevan, 10 yards outside his 25. Hunter gets him.